Hello, good day, and how are you? My name is Memocast, and this is a PGL Bucharest Major, Infamous versus paiN Gaming in the upper bracket of the closed qualifier. So the winner of this series is going to make it through to the Major itself and have the chance to play for $1 million. This is huge money on the line here, and so far we are well into this draft already, as we have had the Winter Wyvern and Sand King picked up by Infamous as Pepita drafts for them. Picking quite a nice little combo here. Two really strong supports right now. The roaming Sand King, obviously super nice to have on your team, and meanwhile paiN Gaming have gone for the baiN and the Puck. Now that is, talking of roaming combos, you got the baiN and Puck there, is very strong indeed. baiN just the king of setups, the nightmare ganker himself, for more than just the fact that he has a move called Nightmare. He's also just a complete pain if you're an enemy. He's basically the #1 catch you out hero. If you're out of position, then baiN is the #1 hero for capitalizing upon that. And he's got 2 spells which lock you in place forever, and amongst Enfeeble, which just makes him super annoying to lane against. So we may see him paying a visit to the middle lane and throwing some Enfeebles out like they did yesterday to VRFG, I believe it was. They're a complete pain in VRFG's arse with that baiN pick yesterday, and just really didn't give them an opening in that middle lane to get any sort of advantage, and it almost cost them, in fact it literally cost them the game in the first match, as we had the TA just running away with the game. So we'll see if they can pull off the same thing versus Infamous, but of course Infamous is probably the second most favourite team in the entire, probably in SA, to be honest. paiN Gaming, I would say #1, but Infamous very close second, and I think Infamous might be a little bit annoyed at me for saying that, and possibly looking to prove themselves otherwise here. As I'll just whip my in-game mic on, as I have forgotten to do that. I hope it doesn't mess up the drafting screen, as it is prone to doing, but no. So we have a couple of bans out, but more importantly, we have some picks coming through very quickly through this drafting phase, which is what I like to see. We have the Beastmaster picked up by Infamous. Now that is a nice shout versus the Puck. He can't avoid a shout, and that is going to keep him locked down for a very long time. paiN Gaming in the meantime, they're going to be going with the Elder Titan. So some nice combos with the baiNs once again. I believe they pulled this off quite a few times yesterday, and obviously like the combo speaks for itself, right? Nightmare into the Elder Titan Stomp, and that is just very strong indeed. So Infamous, how do they respond to this one? They still need to pick up their middle lane hero and their carry. And paiN Gaming, also the same. No, they've got their Puck actually. Puck is very likely to be going middle lane. Possibly could go somewhere else, but I don't think Infamous's lockdown is scary enough yet for the Puck to worry about going up. But he can play in the off lane. He can even play roamer if he wants to. There's a lot of options for him. So Infamous getting into their reserve time just a little bit. Thinking hard. Who do they want to play? Do they pick the mid laner or the carry? This pick obviously is super important. Deciding which way around you want to go this, because they might have the Puck, and that's a lone druid coming out from Infamous. So a lot of options with this hero. He's one of these guys who can either, you can build him to fight early game, or you can give him a Midas, you can give him a Radiance, and he can just be completely annoying. Push lanes, take towers, push lanes without even having to be there, for God's sakes, and basically be a mid-game annoyance and a late-game machine. Not a hero you want to fight against, and Puck can struggle against Lone Druid, especially if he gets lucky with these roots. It could mean Lone Druid might get the jump on him if he's not careful, but of course Puck, with a lot of mobility, is able to escape all sorts of silly ganks. But the Beastmaster's lockdown should help with this, and of course Puck is not really a Lincoln Spear builder, which is the #1 item you want versus a Beastmaster. So if your mid character doesn't want to really build a Lincolns, then could be in trouble, or could be forced into buying an item you don't want, or maybe the Puck isn't even mid, maybe it's an offlane Puck. That's the thing, that's the key to drafting well. You gotta leave your draft unpredictable so they can't counter you in lane, and there you go. So now paiN Gaming have opened everything up, they said. We've got a Brewmaster in the off lane, and we've got a Puck going mid. And yeah, the Brewmaster versus Lone Druid is likely to be the lane. Obviously Brewmaster can just throw the Drunken Haze on the bear and not have too much of a horrible time versus this hero. So I think this might be alright for him. 5 seconds. Still obviously going to have to watch out for this Winter Wyvern and Sand King, but Winter Wyvern is known as one of the most powerful lane supports just for that Arctic Burn spell, more than anything. Super annoying, percentage-based damage from really early level, huge range, able to fly over trees. Like, you just can't, like, when he uses that, you can't trade hits with him because you won't catch him. He's probably going to be over trees. And you're going to get a whole load of your health taken away. I don't think it even costs him that much mana. So we have the Gyrocopter banned out. Medusa was banned out much earlier, so we're not going to have a Gyro Medusa game. Thank God, because they are boring as hell to cast. Said no one, not me. I like all Dota. Even ones with heroes which don't do anything and just hit creeps and then produce really boring teamfights where they just turn up and hit things. Yeah, that's the best kind of Dota if you ask me, actually. So, last ban for paiN Gaming right now. What's it going to be? Alrighty, we're going to have the Templar Assassin ban out from paiN Gaming, so not wanting to have Perk versus TA. Again, very classic lineup, very classic counter. Ooh, the Slark comes out from paiN Gaming. Okay, the big question on my mind is why would you ban out TA if you're planning on picking a Slark when Slark does very well versus TA, but I guess Puck does not, so that is probably my own question answered, so thank you very much. Me, MVP caster. So Infamous, final pick to round it off, almost definitely a mid. What do they want to put against this Puck and likely baiN in the middle lane? Although Slark isn't really a hero who you can leave on your own, so I can already see a bit of a hole opening up in paiN Gaming's draft. Where is this baiN going to go? You know, if Infamous picks something quite aggressive here as well, the Puck could be in a bit of trouble if the Winter Wyvern just wants to sit at mid, because someone's going to need to babysit that Slark. But then again, they do have the Elder Titan, so of course there's always options open, and Puck doesn't necessarily need a lane support. And of course, if you lane 2 heroes mid, and your enemy mid hero still gets a lot of farm, then obviously you've just wasted a lot of time. But there comes a Death Prophet, so we're talking about aggressive mid laners. That is one of the number one picks for that sort of thing. Super annoying in 2 ways. One, she's going to spam Crypt Swarm on you, which obviously is super annoying. Quite difficult for Puck to deal with. I think it's possible at level 1, but either way, level 1 phase shift, very difficult to dodge the Crypt Swarm, so already a strong laner here. And obviously that level 6 means that you're going to have some trouble. Also a Natural Silence, which is really, really good versus both the Slark and the Puck, should she get it off before the Slark can Dark Pact it. And even the Brewmaster as well, if you can kill a Brewmaster before he gets off his ulti, really, really big. I super like the Death Prophet pick. I think it's really strong, and Infamous are looking like they're gonna take your towers. If you blink, if you take your eyes off that team for 1 minute, they're gonna pop Exorcism, they're gonna have a bear running at you, and they're gonna have a whole load of creeps with the Beastmaster running at you, and you're going to, your towers are going to crumble, like they're made of a bad scone. Very British of me, of course. I can always like to slide a scone or 2 into my cast, and here we go, underway. With game number 1 in this best of 3 series, paiN Gaming versus Infamous in the South America qualifiers for the PGL Bucharest Major. A lot on the line for these teams. Obviously they want to make it through, they want to be done with these closed qualifiers, don't they? They just want to get straight into it, so here we go. And, I mean, straight in with a pause is what I meant. Abita throwing out the well played, but only in team chat, not that PM. So, lanes. How are these lanes going to play out? Obviously, we've already talked about the mid lane quite a lot as we have Pepita, a lovely drawing on the map there. Pepita versus Tomato. Tomato, very, very strong mid laner. Just a general fantastic player all around, so I don't think he's going to be too phased by the Death Prophet at mid. But obviously, it can be Playita. Interesting name. James. All about the SA banter. So down in the bottom lane, we're going to have the, probably, are they even loaded in yet? Oh, Brewmaster, he's all the way back over here. He was hiding! Tavo was hiding from me, not wanting to be spotted out. I was like, have they only got 4 heroes? Is someone not loaded in? But of course, that's not a thing, so... Yeah, Tavo, coming to the bottom lane. Gonna be probably solo versus the Lone Druid, which he's not gonna hate, he's not gonna love. It's kind of a... He'll be alright, though. Yep, 2 Orb of Venoms out for the Lone Druid. I'm going to sell 1, thankfully. Could be some new meta I haven't even considered, but you know. So Schofield. heading towards the rune. He's going to be roaming around, trying to create some opportunities for his team to get ahead, especially early on. Just hanging out around the back as there are 4 heroes around, but they're pretty far away. Just Tavo as the Sand King going into the trees. Already leveling up the bow strike, possibly setting himself up for a really early gank here. Or just going for the ward, which is pinged out by blue. Which blue was it? It was the paiN actually. paiN knows. And yep, sentry'd up straight away. And they will spot it indeed. And I imagine they're going to leave that for Tavo. Or not deal with it at all. I guess it's only 12 seconds till that rune, so they're looking to come down and protect and chase away that bear as much as possible. Meanwhile, up at top, paiN thinking about it with Old Stinger. Yep, they will be able to come in and secure themselves an extra bounty rune for their team. And meanwhile, at bottom lane they also get theirs, so slight advantage for Infamous coming into this laning stage, managing to get themselves 1 extra rune. So paiN and Axel good in the middle lane. And now interesting to see where the paiN is going to be right now. He is at top for the time being. Perhaps not wanting to TP away quite yet. I mean, like I said, Slug is not one of these heroes who you can babysit to like level 2 and leave alone. He needs to get level 3, level 4, a couple of items before he can really solo lane and be happy. I mean, sometimes he even needs to make it to level 6, and versus the Beastmaster, I think that very may be the case. So Duster not maybe being able to roam as much as he would usually like to. And King RD coming in as well for this one. Not too sure they can do anything about this pull though. Duster's way too slow. Old Stinger is way too fast, but here we'll have to come back around to collect the creeps, and he is slept up. And that may well just be enough, as King RD not leveling the stomp, but just going to throw out some harass onto Old Stinger here. Didn't take any tower damage there, surprisingly. I thought he was in range, but apparently not. What do I know? paiN and Tomato. We'll throw out the last hits and see how they're getting along. But right now, it's actually the very rare sight of a mid laner versus a mid laner at mid. Don't see this very often. Ooh, Tomato dodging that now. I was just saying how Crit Storm is very difficult to dodge, but actually Puck making it look easy. Well played by Tomato there. Now bottom lane seems to be where it's getting kind of busy, and we do have another pause coming out by paiN. We're actually seeing Cap playing this this Lone Druid, stepping in for Leo style on the carry. We'll see how he fares versus paiN Gaming today. So, last hits, very early stages still, but Lone Druid definitely doing well. Slightly better than Slark, who had a little bit of a kerfuffle with his creeps, but seems to have regained control thanks to his paiN. So yeah, I'm sure he'll catch up in no time at all. These players not likely to fall behind in last hits, especially with 2 supports in their lane. And look at this, we're playing classic Dota here. This is like Dota from a year ago, as we have tri-lane versus off-lane, tri-lane versus off-lane, and then just 2 solos on mid. Beautiful stuff. Giving me nostalgia right now. Tomato, another nice dodge on the Crypt Swarm, very quick reactions there. Easier to dodge, of course, when she casts it further away. When she's close up, you've got to watch for the animations, though. But as I say, Spirit Siphon going to come off, but doesn't do a whole lot of damage at level 1. Or going to miss, actually, but it's just a bit of harass coming back and forth between these 2 players. Yep, always nice to go for a last hit, whilst also forcing the phase shift, as we do actually have some rotations coming in. Schofield, perhaps looking to cause some sort of shenanigans, or just chase away King RD as he's come in as well. Rune protected, that's going to be Tomato with a arcane rune. Not particularly great rune this early on, as you know, minus 25% mana is not huge, and cooldowns. You don't want to be spamming your spells that crazily, but with a clarity on the go, maybe might be good, pretty good. Well, bottom lane. Cap going to be throwing a couple of right clicks onto Tavo, but he's a big old tanky brewmaster. Tanky panda indeed, so not really too bothered. And dare I say it, we might go 5 minutes without a first blood, which It's very rare, although I may have opened my mouth too soon up at top as they're going a little bit of damage onto Duster, but the turnaround is ready. They have the Nightmare in 1 second. Here we go. And the Stomp available from King RD, but he is going to wake him up. And oh, Sand coming in and cancelling it at just the right stage. Well played by Schofield, but will it secure the kill for the Winter Wyvern? No, they still managed to take him out, and Old Stinger getting very low as well. Benjaz looking for something here, but the stun coming through. Schofield might be able to get the return kill on the carry. Yes, he will. The axe is coming in from Old Stinger. Schofield having to run away, but the Stomp is available once again, but it's not enough damage to take out the Sand King, and now King RD finds himself in a lot of trouble here as Old Stinger secures himself a double kill, and even cancelling that clarity on baiN, but it'll just pop another one. No items on him, by the way. Well, a little tussle in the top lane. First Blood did go the way of the Slark, I believe, got it. Which is pretty nice, but then of course the Slark died, and Old Stinger got himself a double kill, so all in all, a little bit troublesome as Benjaz jumping in once again, not even caring. The Sleep also going to land, and with the Dark Pact will secure the kill. Old Stinger having to back out. Schofield not near enough to cause any sort of disruptions. Also not enough health. Well, okay, never mind. I thought we wouldn't have a kill before 5 minutes, and we instead have 4 kills before 5 minutes, so that's a thing. Axe is coming through. But let's take a look to other lane. Although it is getting very exciting up in here as Duster is coming around through the trees. Maybe we won't leave this lane after all. Schofield hanging along. There's no trees anymore in this bottom lane. I'm not sure if that's a tactical decision by Old Stinger, who has himself a bottle, interestingly. They're jumping onto him, but Schofield is available. Just got himself full Tranquils. Nice. Maybe looking for Benjaz here. With the axes and a Burrow Strike, they will be able to kill him, but Benjaz has to be very far forwards for that to happen. And I think he's going to be a bit more careful than that. And now with these raindrops, they might even be able to bait them under tower. Ooh, the Frost Blast does miss. That's not Frost Blast, that is Splinter Blast. Yeah, I knew it was an Icy Blast of some description. So maybe, just maybe, we can look away from top lane for a second. As we do actually have the change from defensive tri-lane versus defensive tri-lane to aggressive tri-lane versus defensive tri-lane, so the rotation's coming in. But let's have a look to middle lane, as we see Tomato leading slightly in last hits and in Deniers versus Pepita, so looking okay for Tomato in this mid. And down in bottom lane, oh, we just catch the Brewmaster being rooted up, but as we said before, he's got this Drunken Haze, so really the bear doesn't do a whole lot to him. If the bear can't right click, then what can he do? But he may well just get this bounty route. Actually fears the Brewmaster away to secure that for himself as well. Meanwhile, the main man himself, Cap, is just farming in lane, and he's got that Midas recipe already, so it's going to be a nice early Midas for him. Sitting on 28 last hits, doing pretty well for himself. And there we go, 6-minute Midas. Nice job. Though choosing to run to the jungle to use it. Economy, friends. Doesn't want to ruin his lane. Well, back up to top as we see the aggression still going on. Benjaz not quite hitting his level 6. In fact, 5 coming up shortly. That'll be a big changing point in this lane though, because Benjaz can afford to be much more aggressive when he has that passive regen when he's not seen. And the Nightmare comes off onto Old Stinger here. The Stomp doesn't quite land as Schofield interrupts it yet again. King RD probably cursing this guy, but in comes Puck with the coil to cancel that TP from Old Stinger. Jumping down, maybe trying to chase out Schofield here. Tomato is giving chase. Trying to catch a Scorpion, but not quite managing. Meanwhile, we have an ulti at mid as Pepita trying to put on some pressure, but Tavo going to put on a bit of alcohol. Try and stop that shenanigans. And with Puck coming in, I don't think they can... Maybe they can get a kill. Schofield is here though, no mana on Pepita. Just able to get off one Spirit Siphon, and now the Brewmaster ultimate popped as well, but they take out the Puck actually. Schofield was ready. May give his life for the cause, but hey, it's worth it. It does go down, but yeah, totally fine. As Duster getting attacked up a little bit, but now Tavo comes back into regular form, can slow down XL good, and get his support to safety. What are friends for, if not saving your life? Well, I have to say, MVP so far in this game has certainly been Schofield. He's died once or twice, but he's made some clutch saves. And, yeah, it's just Puck farming up. Although Tavo did take the regen. And again, we seem to settle back into the quieter stage again. No Death Prophet ulti. No, Puck ulti is now back up again, so maybe they want to consider something, but a bit of pressure on Tomato at mid, just allowing Pepita to get... Actually going for the Glimmer Cape, interestingly. I guess it makes sense from the magic damage of Tomato and other heroes. Now Benja's being kind of harassed, but he's hit his 6 now, so harass is child's play to him. And yeah, these Splinter Blasts not going to do a whole lot. You can just run into the trees, heal himself up, and job's a good one. Get back out there, keep fighting, although I'll Stinger will throw some axes. Gonna miss though. Oh no, actually, Benjaz. Allowing one to hit, but he is a generous carry. Your spells will be used on me. And all seems well in the top lane. Especially for Slark, who's doing okay, actually on the last hits. Not nearly as well as Mr. Cap down in the bottom lane, as he's... What's his next item? I'm not too sure. Where's his bear? Oh, here it is. Hi, bear. Okay, just got himself Hand of Midas and Casual 2,000 gold, so, you know, doing pretty well for himself down in the bottom lane, as we will wipe it over to the net worth. And unsurprisingly, Cap is leading, heading up the charts, quite literally. They may want to get something on him, but it's going to be a tricky one. I said, he's actually really squishy. Well, not really squishy, but, you know, not as tanky as Bear. And not as tanky as someone with this much net worth. So, King RD playing it patiently. He needs to get the perfect initiation if they want to kill this guy. Maybe bait him into attacking too much. Yes, but they won't quite get it in time, actually. The stomp not coming off, and I think they're going to have to back out. But Brewmaster says, no, I've popped my ultimate, I'm going to use it. But now kind of realizing that maybe he has to get out as a Puck does not jump to that orb. Good communication between the teams there, as the Puck may have wanted to go in and pop a Dream Coil there, but guess what's going to happen in the middle lane? Oh, surprise, surprise, Pepita's going to pop her ulti and push down the tower and probably get the last hit. There we go, it does come through. Pepita also dodging King RD's stuns, and we have an ultimate used onto Schofield here for the people, really wanting to kill this pesky Scorpion, and will do so with moderate ease. Although there was a coil used for it, not completely costless, but definitely Schofield being caught out for once. Down in the bottom lane. Maybe, just maybe, Lone Druid wants to consider pushing some towers, but he's also really wanting this Radiance, which he's close to the Relic now. It'd be a pretty insanely early pickup for him, should he get there. Hasn't been killed yet. Running ahead with a net worth. And, powerful stand-in if ever I saw one. And yep, I know the feeling there, buddy. The frustration hit as you're trying to run away from a camp, but you know that that Elven Venom's not going to tick away that creep, so you've got to run around, waste time to turn around and hit it. Yeah. I felt his frustration. I think we all did. Tomato with the blocks. Went back to his middle lane. Oh, wasn't. Maybe that was his clarity just running out or something, I don't know. Pretty sure it wasn't cancelled though, pretty sure he dodged the right click. So, Roshan ability. I think that's a very strong point for Infamous. They have the Lone Druid, of course, who's farming very well, and the Bear is great at tanking Roshan. Even the Death Prophet ulti, should they wish to use it, also very good. And we have this Relic now up on the Bear. Up at top lane, Old Stinger being a sneaky boy as he does throw out the shout onto the Slark, and with the stun from Schofield as well, they do finish the job, not able to get off any sort of spell as he is just chain locked in position. That is the first shout of the game, and by gum, it was a good one. Trying to use these axes to scout out King RD, but King RD is showing himself anyway. Stun out onto the Winter Wyvern, but who cares? Although King RD could be in trouble. Schofield coming forwards, just doing some harass to him right now, as King RD not willing to be scared away that easily, and sees himself a lovely amount of heroes to get up on his Astral and give himself a bunch of damage, but Can't quite march it around in time. So Slark coming back in, Tomato is here available. We actually have a kill down on the bottom lane. Onto the Lone Druid. That's a pretty huge kill as Schofield came in, but too little too late. Oh man, well it's the first kill I missed of the game, but it was certainly an important one as they did manage to take him out. Ah, it's working again! Fight recap, my old friend! Oh, I missed you. So yes, we do get to see the kills we missed. And yep, first Fiend's Grip of the game. Now certainly going to get you a kill, though Papita coming in, baiting out with Schofield here. May be able to just take out this Brewmaster, yes they will. And maybe a tower as well to go with it. 2 for the price of 1 down in the bottom lane as Papita and Schofield coming in hot. I'm not entirely sure paiN Gaming are going to want to defend this. And even if they did want to, they couldn't because they couldn't get there quickly enough. The Scorpion chasing down poor old Duster here. I'll be careful. Now this bear does a fair amount of damage to Tomato already. And we did mention it earlier that this is going to be a pain for Tomato this game. Especially with the Radiance. He is still going to go for the Blink, obviously. Puck is great with a Blink. Oh, coming off old Stinger here. Duster, no Fiend's Grip available, so maybe they just back away. Although, actually, no, the ultimate used. They want to kill this Beastmaster, but I'm not sure he can. He is super tanky. Even Benjas, maybe thinking twice about this one as they are all getting out. No support coming in, although a hasted Sand King looking around, seeing what he can find, and he will spot 2 heroes shrining up, and Duster spots him off, and he's got to scuttle away to safety. Now old Stinger got himself a fair few creeps. First level in Call of the Wild is there, so already taking this tower though, so not a whole lot to push. I think tier 2 is a little bit ambitious at this stage in the game. Is Benjaz. Haven't talked so much about this Slug, but he pretty much playing as expected. Yeah, that's what we were talking about earlier. Going straight for the Shadow Blade. No, nothing in between. No drums, no killer. Just oh no, sorry, it does have to be a killer. My bad. I can't read or see or anything. And yeah, farming up, getting creeps. And hoping to get some kills. There are a lot of available kills in this game should Benjaz get ahead, but whether Infamous are going to let him play that way is a different question indeed. Now top, we actually see old Stinger trying to take down this tier 2, and there is nobody around to defend it. Like literally nobody. Bottom lane, they're looking to siege a tier 1. Not the best trade in the world by paiN, I have to say. Tomato. Hanging around, seeing what there is to see. And is this high ground, really? Hey, they have a Radiance, they have Death Prophet ulti, yep, they're going for it. And now the stun out onto Puck, but it's a little bit too deep to dive for that kill. Now, bottom tower finally drops, but they will drop the coil and the ultimate onto Death Prophet, quite nice, but now the Schofield getting the stun up onto the high ground, cancelling that one. Is Cap gonna die? He's getting low. Now Death Prophet dropping low as well. Tomato trying to do his best, but he's silenced up in the middle of it all. He will get taken out. Old Stinger with the double kill, and Tavo dropping as well. King RD, he goes down, the ultimate onto Benjaz just to keep him still, and they're actually gonna take out the Slark. Yes, they will. Jesus, Infamous Gaming from seemingly nowhere. Very little advantage in this game, but using their heroes very, very nicely indeed, and going hard. I was not expecting that. I was expecting them to take a tier 2, maybe, you know, take another tier 2, or put pressure elsewhere, but no. Infamous. My god, what a play. What a nice play. Good job, guys. So that is going to be 1 barracks down at 17 minutes without really losing the laning stage. And that's how you play versus Slark, I guess. He does have his Shadow Blade, but meh. I think a Rax is preferable to a Shadow Blade. Or Benjaz. We'll see if he can catapult himself back into this game. Very low down on the net worth chart though, actually. Even the Beastmaster is above him, so yeah, Infamous doing very well to push paiN Gaming out of the contention here.
Dire's top shrine is under attack.
Oh, Schofield. Very nice stun once again onto Duster there, cancelling his ultimate. And possibly saving his Death Prophet in the process, but I don't know, Death Prophet's a pretty tricky kill. Got the Yules and now a Soul Booster as well after that fight, so gonna have an Octarine very, very shortly. Old Stinger as well with that blink, the Helm of the Dominator, and the Medallion of Courage. Not a very common item right now. I mean, I think Darkseer and Beastmaster are pretty much the only two heroes I see it regularly bought on. And oh, Duster in the wrong place here. He gets rooted up and killed. Benjaz actually could be in trouble as they throw out a lot onto him, but he does manage to purge ult and ultimate and TP away, and he is gone. Gonzos. And the stun from King RD. Yeah, Alex is going to follow. Looking to save his Slug, but possibly not required, and possibly throwing his life away a little bit there. And this is going to be punished. Infamous are not going to hold back, that's for sure. Well, here we go. Tier 2 down, and they're probably going to go Rax again. They saved the Exorcism of the Pepita. Rolling up. Here we go. Ugh. Gets it out there. Ghost flying. Towers falling. Old Stinger up on the high ground, tanking it all. But here they come. They can't get the primal split off though. He is interrupted by Schofield just in time. The fear as well. But they do manage to take out Old Stinger. And now the ultimate comes off from Beastmaster. Maybe this isn't going as well as Pepita's stuck in the middle of 5 heroes. They're all taking damage in the meantime. Pepita, what can you do? Healed up as well. Schofield getting the stun. Benjaz goes down. What? Axel good as well. Also dropping to Tavo. So 1 apiece, but the carry is down. Schofield dropping as well to the puck, and Cap, can they take him out? I'm not sure they can. Duster, oh no, that's a lot of damage, but he does manage to make it to the tree line. Is that enough to save him? But meanwhile, the bear is just going ham. Maybe Infamous back out here after losing 3 heroes. paiN Gaming doing very, very well on that one. I don't think they brought back on anybody, so no, it was just playing around that team fight a little bit, and doing very well to keep themselves alive. But they lost a tier 3. They did lose a tier 3, so can paiN Gaming keep up that aggression, or sorry, can Infamous keep up the aggression, or is that going to maybe put them off a little bit? They might want to consider perhaps an easier target like Roshan. But Roshan versus the side of paiN Gaming. Now, that's something I didn't consider before, but Elder Titan is a fantastic Roshan hero, like, for contesting it, that is. Obviously he's got the Astral Spirit to scout the Roshan, so that in itself is a very strong ability. The fact that it gains damage for every hero it hits, again, super strong. Earth Splitter, I mean, I don't need to go through his spells. He's a great Roshan hero. And that means that Infamous kind of didn't want to do it. And instead they just go, hey, we don't need to do Roshan. We can just take towers instead. We can take barracks. Why not? And getting a team wipe in like 17 minutes and taking a barracks start this game off very nicely indeed, and now paiN Gaming feeling that thorn twisting in their side as the creeps running in and going to attack their tier 4s, so will need to be protected.
Middle tower is under attack.
But maybe, just maybe, they're going to go for a smoke, and I think Infamous, surely they're going to expect this, right? They see that top's not being defended at all, and they're going to think there's a smoke coming in. But I think they can do it quickly enough, or the Roshan's getting low. Puck, he doesn't jump in, but the Primal Split used. Can they take out Roshan in time? They're going onto Old Stinger here and will take him out. Is Roshan going to fall? It does go down, but the Aegis taken up by Tomato. He snatches it, and now they're dealing the damage. They take out the Death Prophet going down. Very big hero, but the epicenter, it's massive. Absolutely massive epicenter, but there's no follow-up. So unfortunately, Schofield is going to go down, and now they're also going to kill this poor ownerless bear whilst they're at it. Hitting him up, taking him down, and Tavo will take that 300 gold. And also an Aegis on Tomato, so paiN Gaming with the turnarounds here in the Roshan pit. That was insane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That was madness, and another bear, maybe? Tomato. Ooh, playing it carefully. Linking away as well. He's now got Blink Dagger, he's got his Veil of Discord, and you know what? Let's have a look at some other items going around. Yeah, Slark's got himself an Ogre Axe, perhaps making his way towards the Echo Saber. Just check in with the little guy himself. No, that's actually a BKB he's going for. Makes sense, I guess. Octarine Core now up on the Death Prophet, but I think it was the last fight as well. Didn't help out too much. Kept her alive for a bit, but what about those cast times though? Well, and of course we have Cap, who has nothing, but his bear in the meanwhile has everything. Pretty interesting build. Moonshard into another Hyperstone, following up from the Radiant, so literally 3 Hyperstones. It's classic Lone Druid things. Just stacking those Hyperstones up. Kidding, I've never seen that before, but there you go. Moonshard's second item. Why not? The Cap. Obviously not the usual player for Infamous. Usually we got Leo style. But oh, we actually have a fight of Ruin as they're looking to go hard onto Schofield. No Stinger. Schofield jumping up to the high ground. The Urspa, they're going to land on that Bane, and now in comes paiN trying to take out Slark. Benjaz needs to get out of here as quickly as possible, and Lud does look like he's going to get away, so back towards the fight now as Tomato is on a killing spree, able to take out Old Stinger here. But now also taking a lot of damage from paiN as he is silenced up. That's going to run off quite shortly, although not quickly enough, as that is going to be his Aegis dropping down. In comes Tavo. He's got no ulti, but he does have right clicks, and Cap, he doesn't have the health to be able to survive this. His bear is elsewhere as he does get taken out. And all of a sudden, Death Prophet finds herself all on her own. Her ghosts aren't going to save her now. They're healing up as best she can, but I mean, there's 4 heroes staring her down. It's too much damage for paiN to handle. Excelgood was thinking about coming in here, and actually they spot him out. Going for the chase, going for more. Tavo, he sees him, throws out the drunkenness, chasing down a drunk dragon. Schofield wanting to make this harder than it needs to be, but no, Benjaz able to get that kill. Well, game is hard, says Cap, and I have to agree with him there. Looked like they were in the lead, looked like they were going to carry away, just going for another Rax. It's all Infamous wanted to do, but they went for the Roshan. They got rudely interrupted by paiN Gaming. Tomato did manage to take that one. Did go down twice in that fight, in fact, but I mean, Schofield coming in with the huge epicenter though, with the shout as well, seeing what they can do, but Benjaz immediately purging off a BKB up. That was not good from Infamous, and they're going to lose 2 heroes in response to this one as Old Stinger's taken out. Benjaz with the BKB timing there. I don't think they saw that item on him. But the timing of the Dark Pacts, pretty insane. Now middle lane for paiN. I'm not sure she realizes this. Benjaz and Duster right up on the high ground here. And here Benjaz goes, he's got the double damage, but now the ultimate also used from the Brewmaster as they try to go onto the Death Prophet, but Excelgood is able to go off his ultimate just before he dies. He does drop eventually though. Tomato able to finish the job, heals up from the Death Prophet, but she's got 200 health. I don't think it's going to matter. She is dropped to the ground. To the grave no less. And now it's going to be a tier 2 tower. Piling in, and all of a sudden it is paiN Gaming on the offensive, and let's just look at this lovely mountain which is going to be in our, oh yeah, look at this, Mount Net Worth, looking very pretty today, at least if you're a paiN Gaming fan, that is. It's looking like a marvellous mountain. And oh, this one's more of a ski slope, I guess, as we see the XP going completely the way, but let's focus on the fights going on, as it is paiN Gaming trying to escape. The shout onto Duster, but just nothing to follow it up. The bear does come in, actually, is able to deal with that. Tavo feared up, they're trying to take him out. Schofield with the stun, but Benjaz going hard onto Old Stinger here. He's stolen so many... Oh no, he's only stolen 10, but still, he's going to TP out of this one. Ulti up, get away, and it is a pretty clean escape from paiN Gaming. They lose their Bane, but I mean, what's the Bane for if not to be lost? Alrighty, so a little bit... No, I was gonna say a little bit of a win for Infamous after that, but they've just had a bunch of losses in a row. I think this is one kind of yeah, we did alright. We killed a Bane. They should have got more, but very difficult to catch these heroes. I mean, obviously a bunch of really escapable heroes, and a couple of Blink Daggers up as well on the Brewmaster, who now has BKB. Yep, 10-second BKB available for Tavo. Now, it might be Shrines. They've held off on it so far. And they may consider it now. And I must say, not that I don't appreciate the triple Moonshard build. Sorry, the triple Hyperstone build, but all this attack speed and following up with the Monkey King Bar hasn't seemed to have worked out. Like, Cap had so much farm this game. He still does, but he feels so ineffective on these fights. He can blow up one hero, sure. Then what? If Benjaz goes for a sneaky hit on the bear. Not quite sure what that was about. As they're jumping into Schofield now, and the Dreamcore used as well, but the ultimate used straight onto Slug. It's not going to be enough to save Schofield, though. The immediate buyback. Oh, the sleep onto 4. It's pretty huge. Can they make mincemeat off it? The ultimate from Earthsplitter. Sorry, going through, doing a lot as the Brewling is coming forwards, trying to catch out Pepita, who is trying to catch out Benjaz, and Will found himself caught out. And now Schofield trying to catch out Benjaz, but instead also going down as well. Benjaz escaping on very little health indeed. It was a noble attempt from Schofield, but as the Winter Wyvern drops as well, it's going to be another lost team fight for paiN Gaming, as the bear is going to be taken out just for good measure. Oh dear. King RD, able to defend the base. And, I mean, paiN Gaming, they're not really looking to push right now, which surprises me. They've taken out 4 heroes. Maybe they want to force something, but maybe middle lane. But I don't think they're quick enough. But the respawns are coming up too soon. They realise that, so they're just going to go, hey, okay. Tomato sneaks his head into Roche. He doesn't realise that they're just going to spawn in 20 seconds, or does he? Nope. So they'll never know. Unless I check again, that is. Looking around the top lane. Just basically seeing who can farm the fastest. Not even stomping for a creeper. So the crest up on him. And what do you do? Cap, that is an interesting position for you, buddy. Better hope you don't get spotted out. It's a bear coming forwards now. This bear may well be dead, but Cap, will he die as well? I don't think you want to come in here. Though he's staying close enough, so this means they know that he's there. Unless he could have an Aghanim, so he actually may be able to take out the puck. My god, he did. I didn't expect that. Old Stinger being chased into the tree, so the rest of the team was distracted by the Beastmaster, whilst Cap was able to get a kill and maybe be able to take a creep wave here. So nice little plays from this lone druid up at top. And maybe they come back for it. No, Cap's going to TP safely back and rotate around. Now, is his bear going to be as safe? Yeah, it's going to be fine. The pings are out, and I think that was just really confusing play, but really did work. Cap, I think I'm a fan of Cap, you know? Interesting item choices. Interesting gameplay. Going for the puck kill there I thought was just going to end in disaster for him, but actually got himself a kill. Not sure if it's because his team was distracted by the, or by the puck's team was distracted by the Beastmaster, but hey ho. So, still very much ahead, but I mean obviously he has the Midas and he has the Radiance on the Lone Druid, so... And even the Death Prophet has a lot of net worth as well. But then you've got the 3 Heroes of Death, the 3 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. The face of Tomato, Tavo, and Benjaz. All hanging out. Silver Edge now up actually for Slark. Going towards the Scaddy as his next item. I'm going to chase away the bear, or be chased away by the bear. One or the other. And it's a smoke up from Infamous, finally deciding to get a bit of aggression on. Now Roshan is up. I think it's suicide. It's literally suicide for Infamous to go to Roche here. They see it. Now they're gonna play it careful. Good. Good. Maybe they're just baiting out the Roche. Using the bear as a sort of, you know, this is what you would do with a bear if you were taking Roche. But there's creeps inside the Roshan pit, and also Puck is able to scout it as well, so not a very successful bait. They probably know there's a lot of heroes around here. And the scan is used, so they see them, and the counter smoke's coming through. Both teams going to dodge each other. And paiN, probably the more confident team to take Roche here. Now they kill this creep. They know it's happening. They got to get back as quickly as possible. How quickly can paiN Gaming take Roshan? Will they be there in time? Infamous, they're running as quickly as possible. They can't Can they get there in time? I think they can. I think they can contest this. So paiPiTA, silence up, stops this puck. Ultimate thrown out from the Brewmaster as well, but we'll focus on the puck here as Cap does manage to take out someone, but paiN being ulted up and taken down as Cap with the double kill. So Infamous coming off better here as Tomato trying to get away, and I think he will be successful, but at the same time, oh, he didn't jump to his orb. Uh-oh, and is killed off. Yeah, let's just break all these coils, get it out of the way, rip the band-aid off, and into Roshan we go. What an excellent fight from Infamous here. I didn't quite spot what was happening on the back, so I was trying to look at the front. Maybe I should use both my eyes efficiently, but it looked like Cap basically ripped apart the heroes on the backlines who thought they could stay behind the Roshan pit and cause some damage, but Cap actually TP'd in. I know that he TP'd here, and then kind of rotated around while the rest of his team were coming in from this direction. And that completely caught off the paiN supports as they did die. So, Cap with his Aegis. Gotta be careful with his bear though, because obviously his bear doesn't have 2 lives. Well, actually it does, because he's got Spirit Bear available, but shut up. So paiN Gaming are all back up. We're still only at 34 minutes, so respawn timers aren't huge. Doesn't feel like 34 minutes game, it feels more like a 45-minute left, but you know. Oh, Benjaz gonna find something here in the Winter Wyvern, but actually the ultimate's turned around. Oh, stacking the ultimates there. Perhaps a little misplay there. Axel good going down as well. Tavo in trouble. Oh, with Schofield with the stuns. Can he save his teammates? I'm not sure he can. As Tavo, yeah, he is going to use the Primal Split here, just defensively, or maybe aggressively as they're turning it around. Death Prophet dropping like a stone as she does get taken out. Benjaz able to get 2 now in this fight. Looking for more, but are they going to find it? Well, the bear is a target, which they will get. And Benjaz getting 2 heroes and a bear. Oh dear. That was pretty messy. We'll see how much Slark actually got for that. It was 598 gold from those kills. And may even, yep, there we go. He finally takes over the Death Prophet for the first time in this game. He has a higher net worth than the Death Prophet, so pretty neat for him. Lotus Orb now up. I imagine that's on the Titan. Yes, it is. Lotus Orb and Solar Crest on King RD. Been playing a solid Elder Titan, has to be said. His Earth Splitters have been some of the best. Absolutely ripping apart team fights, and also generally doing very well to get off these stomps, and always there to support his team when they need him. Well, Infamous actually invading the enemy jungle. Not gonna find a whole lot here.
Thank you, my beauties.
And Tomato has the Aghanim Scepter lined up, so that is, I think it's Tomato actually, but oh, jumping up, Tomato is able to escape. Oh, stops the roar coming out from Old Stinger, and now the ultimate from the paiN. What a turnaround from paiN Gaming there. The ultimate is dropped onto the Brute just to allow his heroes to back out. Might give his own life for this, but kind of okay. At least his team escapes over an Old Stinger, who just got completely outplayed there. Like, what reactions from Tomato, not even considering, not even stopping for a moment of hesitation to know, I need to cancel his ulti or I'm gonna die. And then paiN, Duster coming in, like I thought after the Yules he'd still get the ultimate off, but it'd be too late or something, but nope. paiN had a plan and they executed it perfectly, and an excellent play from Tomato to cancel that, because he was mid-animation there. Crazy stuff. Crazy good gameplay going on. What a match we have. Let's go have a look at Mount Net Worth again, as, well, we have Mount Net Worth and then, I don't know, Net Worth Hill also. There's paiN experienced a bit of comeback potential, but yeah, again, the ski slope of Net Worth and then the kicker. And yeah, we'll see where the ski jump leads us. Tomato coming across a bear, who immediately teleports out, as bears do. Bears are very known for their instant teleporting abilities. If you've ever been to Canada, you would know such things. And Old Stinger, he's had a sad old game, you know what? Someone flamed me the other day for doing this, but I'm bringing up the kill stats and assists because I actually like to see what's been going on. So we have the Beastmaster 6 to 8. So that is some serious game involvement right there. That's some. He's going in. Yeah, 6 kills, 8 deaths. Not surprising. 18 assists on Duster there, so surviving through his team fights enough to get assists quite interesting, obviously. Doesn't necessarily indicate his team fight contribution, and 11 kills on the Slark, that is a little bit indicative of how he's been playing on. You know, a Slark needs solo kills to get ahead. That's how they play, so the fact that he's getting those, pretty important. They haven't really been solo kills, they've mostly been pickoffs within team fights themselves, but all the same, that's how you play Slark. And Benjaz, exemplary performance so far. Blink Dagger now from him as well, so actually going on the bear, but he is losing this fight as the Aghanims is up on the on cap right now. And that bear does an awful lot of damage. Benjaz coming back in, and now Puck going to help out as well to bring down Bearosaurus as they do take him out. Pretty scary, but they get him all the same. Infamous occupying the enemy jungle. I wonder if they can make anything happen. Kind of just chilling out, hanging out, seeing if anybody's going to invade, but it's not going to happen. Tavo might. Now with an AC. That's a pretty huge item for him. Obviously all his auras stay on his Earth Spirit when he uses Primal Split, so they're not wasted in that ulti. Just in case you didn't know that. There is a good reason for building auras on Brewmasters. Very strong indeed. Typically survives through a team fight, so no team really wants to waste their time hitting down those Brewlings. So Pepita falling out of the net worth chart. Unsurprisingly, Cap still on the top spot. The bear fight goes on again as a shout onto the low ground, but the Glimmer Cape and the sleep immediately from Duster. Nice saves there. Sorry, it's called. He could have cancelled it, but you know. There's a mountain of creeps here for Old Stinger, but he has struggled to make the plays. I mean, shout on cooldown for 50 seconds. This might be paiN's indication that maybe they want to make something happen as they're up on the high ground. They're looking, they're hunting, and in comes Benjaz, doesn't find a hero. So just gonna show himself, make himself a tasty morsel. Oh, hello creeps. Stung him out, but whatever. Benjaz using it now. Lotus Orb used on him as well. They see Old Stinger here as Benjaz jumping forward, but they can't cancel the Blink Dagger. Schofield wanting to get out of there, using the Sandstorm and the Blink away. Disappearing in a puff of smoke. Infamous just really kind of struggling here. But I do think paiN Gaming need to consider ending this. Because their peak is now. This is where they're the most powerful. If they let the game go on too much longer, then this Lone Druid's going to get too hot to handle. He's already strong. He's already been killing them, and yeah, I honestly think that paiN Gaming will be on the back foot, despite how well they've been coming back from this one. If they let this game go on too much longer, then they will find themselves in a bit of trouble. So they are looking to finish off this game. Maybe they're waiting for the Roshan. Maybe they're waiting for their next smoke. I don't know if they have it. Hard to tell. Let's have a look on this courier. And yep, there is a smoke on there available. Going to King RD. Oh, no, it's not. It's going to stay on the courier. Because King RD's inventory is full. Oh, there you go. Double damage. Picked up on Schofield. Sorry, scouted out by Schofield, not picked up on Schofield. That'd be terrible. That'd be awful. No such shenanigans going on here. And the smoke up used. Here we go. Infamous. They got a double damage death profit. A DDDP. They want to make something off it. Tavo would be a nice pickup for them. Now the smoke is popped and they blitz away, dodging 2 moves at once. Tavo now popping the ultimate, but also Old Stinger. Sorry, Old Stinger popping the ultimate, Tavo popping the BKB, and they can't do anything. They can't do anything. They don't want to risk it. It's too hard to go on the BKB target. Rather just let him waste his BKB and get out of there. Although they do jump in all the same, but the Lotus are going to turn it back around and Schofield's going to get taken out. Where's the rest of the team? Are they trying to get out of this one? I think they are. Another really nice ultimate onto the paiN. I think that is a dead. Yes, it is. The traitors on paiN Gaming going to take him out. Meanwhile, the bear trying to do some ratty things. And Tomato able to find and kill Old Stinger with the help of his good friend Tavo. And down the ball lane. Here comes the bear again. Just going to push out side lanes. So strong with the Aghanim Scepter, can just rip through the creeps. And Slark actually managing to make this a manageable gap between the two of them. And yeah, so with this lone druid, I think every time they're not fighting, as we see here, the net worth just starts to kind of slowly arc upwards. Like an aeroplane taking off, it's looking to go again, just like it did before. But Infamous really struggling to find the openings here. Every time they try to find an opening, it usually ends up in one or two of them dead. Another double damage rune kindly dropped for Pepita here. Oh, just going to deny it. It went so badly for her last time, so nah, I'm not falling for that again. Screw that. I'm not losing another hero because I got a bloody double damage rune and want it to work. So Benjaz, Shadow Blade. Well, silver edged up actually. That just sounds awkward. Shadow Bladed sounds fine, but silver edged sounds silly, doesn't it? Benjaz will be looking for something, not going to find anything. Now has an Orchid going towards a Bloodthorn. It's a nice pickup for him. Should he manage it. Roshan pinged out. It is available. And we're going to have the Refresher Shard Roche, so highly contentious Roche. Whoever gets it will stand a pretty good chance of winning the game. Because Brewmaster, he's going to make huge use of the Refresher Shard. They can even put it on the paiN. They could even put it on the Elder Titan. Now that is a tempting possibility. In fact, I think that would be my favourite just for the showmanship of it. The double Earthsplitter coming through would be hilarious. But on the other side, double Exorcism, pretty strong. Double Roar. He could waste it twice. I mean, there's a lot of options for him. They could even go for the Winter's Curse. They could even go for triple bear if they felt like it, but that would be stupid. They probably won't do that. But I'm just exploring options. Only options. Well, Spirit Bear looking for something. Tomato. Not really too bothered by a Spirit Bear. He's got way too much to escape it, and unless he gets a sick route, but I'm sure he won't let that happen. Tomato is way too good a player to let that happen to him. And still, we have this standoff around Roche. Other heroes are farming. Oh, actually, the battle for the Arcane Rune very nearly ends in disaster for somebody. The Schofield. Is that an Eggs? No, that was just a really seemingly long-range bow strike. Things always look longer when they're going up, don't they? Cap in the trees. May consider bringing his bear to this. Bear currently at bottom, actually. Very nice play on this this lone druid, by the way. Constantly going to be pushing lanes. And pinning down creeps. And looks like it's a smoke up. There's a smoke up from paiN Gaming. They've spotted something. They've smelt blood in the water. Schofield, maybe the target. Tomato jumping onto him. They're doing the damage. Oh, even the baiN ulti popped as well. Not waiting to let him get away. Just leaving the gem. Guys, you forgot some. Oh, okay. They're gone. Never mind. Into Roshan. They have their eyes on bigger things. Better things. So yeah, Old Stinger does pick that up. We won't think about that. We'll just think about the Roshan, which may or may not be going their way. There's Death Prophet coming in. Pepita says, get out. Clear off. And they will respond in kind by clearing off. They gotta constantly be chasing down this bear who actually popped its BKB. And was dead for a couple of seconds and then was going to be alive again and constantly pushing out side lanes. Super annoying. And with these racks exposed, they do need to be careful.
Invisibility.
Dire are scanning.
Well, here they come. Benjaz and Tavo looking for something here. Although, oh no, Benjaz on the high ground. No blink for 5 seconds. They'll be able to get the kill without him. 4-staffed out. And guess what? The Bears pushing into the base. And Tomato will come back and defend that. And Benjaz into the Roshan pit. Duster here as well. This should be the refresher shard for them. Come on, take it, King RD. Please. I really want the Elder Titan to take this this refresher. Oh, here comes paiN. Immediately going to get jumped on by Benjaz. Does have the Shiva's Guard now. Both BKBs picked. And as Benjaz hits him, oh no, the shout! The shout! It's actually a good shout. But yes, he does manage to kill him off. Finally getting a kill with shout onto the Slark, and Tavo in the front lines, but gets ultied up. A beautiful ulti from Duster from the high ground. They get a full duration ulti on paiN, but she eats the cheese, keeps herself alive. Now trying to take out anybody who comes near her as Schofield comes in with a stun. They are able to take out King RD. Are they? King RD into the tree line. The Ghost's doing work. 4-staff TP out. He escapes somehow, and they even get the return kill onto Schofield and a tower at mid as the Bears going crazy. Cap shadowblading out of here, but maybe considering going for something else, or they will get slept up. Do they know it's happened? Yes they do. They're turning around and they will take him out. Meanwhile, Tavo managed to kill Old Stinger and Tomato. Maybe just getting a little bit overconfident, wanting to help out in the split push, but giving his life for it in the end. And, sorry, I've been a little bit harsh on the Beastmaster, but that was a nice ultimate. Did secure them the kill onto Benjaz there. Super, super important. Buyback was used, so all things considered, if paiN Gaming get this Roshan, then of course it will be very worth it for them, but no, I'm not sure the previous fight was kind of anybody's. In fact, paiN and, oh no, yeah, Infamous getting extra gold from it, in fact. The Slark kill was huge. And this will be uncontested, of course. Death Prophet, not strong enough on her own, especially without her 2 kills. And Refresher Shard, oh, it's going to be on Tomato. Oh, please, please get the Aghanims. I mean, he got the, oh man, he's got the gold talent. He can get anything he wants, goddamn. You know, rich. Probably going to be a Scythe of Vice. Which is super boring and lame, but I guess more sensible than the Aghanims. Or who knows? With his gold talent, maybe it's both in the courier. No, it's just Scythe of Ice, but still, double Scythe, double Dream Coil, and on Tomato as well. Also a super scary hero player to have it on. Whew, I need a drink. Ultimate popped in middle lane. If I could tell you for what, I would, but I can't, so I won't. Then we'll find Old Stinger at oh, Old Stinger, nice blink away there. Playing it careful. Sending out the creeps. A little scouting brigade, and will they find Benjaz here? And wrong site. I think they did just about, and now they're jumping onto Old Stinger here. Under the tower though, can they get the support in time? Schofield with the stun, Tomato with the ultimate. Also has the Scythe of Ice, should he wants to use it, not needed yet, as they do manage to take out Old Stinger, chasing Schofield into the trees. Meanwhile, Tavo popping the BKB, going forwards, trying to get someone, now with the ultimate, chasing down XL Good, and I think that's going to be a kill. As Benjaz coming in as well. Going to be stealing some lovely attributes, and that is a dead Winter Wyvern. Was the ultimate used? It was, so the buyback thrown out all the same. But right now, they're fighting without Beastmaster with paiN coming in. Slark does have his Aegis, it isn't too afraid of dying, but also would rather not if it came to it. Coming back in, considering jumping onto paiN here, but now getting caught out. It's a bit of damage, but it's not enough to bring him down. And maybe paiN Gaming want to take the initiative here, but guess what's happening bottom? Cap is pushing lanes. He is one annoying guy. Can't quite push in the bottom to go get any Rat Dota done, but of course forcing the Bane back. So, middle lane, no barracks yet. As it happens.
Radiant's bottom shrine has fallen.
top lane. Tomato, not using their fresh shot yet. Oh, has the Aghanims queued up. Jesus, what is this? 420 gold per minute. God, it's too much. And we'll see the puck start to take off. We'll overtake his slot very shortly, and then a lot of heroes after that because, you know, gold talent, balanced. I'm still yet to see anybody go for the Dreamcore Rapid Fire. In fact, I don't even know what it looks like. I really want to see it, but never have. And side advice used onto the bear, but they're actually spotting the big man himself here as they're going forwards. They don't have the sight for it though, so they will only take out the pet and not the owner. Benjaz and Duster looking to see if they can get a freebie with the ultimate onto paiN. Why does paiN have... Anyway, they're jumping forward, they're trying to get Old Stinger here with the ultimate from Duster. Oh, Schofield doesn't quite cancel it, so they will get that kill. Benjaz also looking for a second of Schofield. Oh my god, Echoes. That did a lot of damage, and Tomato even gonna find a Winter Within here as Benjaz chasing down Glimmercade, gonna keep him alive for not long enough as Benjaz gets the triple. Well, Cap is pushing into base. King RD here to fend off. And in he goes, popping the BKBs. The Fortifier is back up immediately. paiN coming in, 2 BKBs used actually. That seems like overcommitment as King RD pops the stomp and will drop the bear. The bear owner, in fact, not just the bear. But the bear's still going, he takes one. Now the Bloodthorn going to allow Benjaz to get the kill onto the bear, but the buybacks immediately. Tavo, in the meanwhile, is able to take out the middle range barracks, at least the one that was remaining. Wants to look for more, but I'm not sure he can. Where is Bear? Bear is... nowhere. Bear's dead. Bear's dead? Yeah, Bear's dead. No! Bear's alive! Oh, Bear's alive at top. Okay, TP'd in, as usual. As usual. Lone Druid causing so many headaches for paiN Gaming. Just not letting them come in and do what they want. But 2 ranks taken now by paiN whilst the Winter Within was down. Uh-oh. Oh no, Lone Druid dies again. I think the game might be over as they do find him. Everything used. And they'll take the little bear as well as... Yep, was a pig, now is dead. That's pretty key. No buyback for 113 seconds on the Lone Druid. The pizza. Let's switch over to buyback to see what we got. Nope, we got nothing. We have absolutely nothing for Infamous here. Pizza already bought an item, so has not got the means to come back. And now ultimate popped, silenced up as well, seeing what Pepita can do, but with no buyback. This is a very ballsy play as Benjaz popping the BKB, going hard onto the Death Prophet here. And this is a pig of a Winter Within trying to take him out. He isn't as tanky as his Death Prophet, but that's a really nice ulti as he will be able to take out Tomato. That's a huge ultimate. Maybe this could save them the game. As a Yule Scepter up onto the Death Prophet, Tavo in the middle of it all. He pops the BKB, he's trying to get some damage done. Schofield with the ultimate, not really going to land on anybody. Benjaz takes a bit of it. Core Embrace onto the Pizza with the ultimate from the other side as they're playing tennis with their skills. Duster doing what he can, everybody piling into Pepita and will take him out. No buyback on this Death Prophet. Godlike onto Tavo, chasing down the Scan King, and everybody is dead. All the important heroes anyway, no offense, but I don't think a Raw, I don't think, yeah, it's a noble effort from Old Stinger here, but I can't help but feel that it wasn't enough, and GG is in fact called game number 1, going to paiN Gaming in the most dramatic of fashions, in fact. Really, really nice stuff going on. I mean, yeah, I'll let the graphs speak for themselves, as we did have what looked like a much bigger peak at this. I mean, 15k at like 25 minutes. That was a huge goal from Infamous, but they just kept on losing. They kept on losing fights. They kept on losing heroes. They kept on getting picked off. And paiN Gaming, I mean, people talk about Slark and say he's not a comeback hero, but he came back hard in this one. And of course, Tomato on the puck as well, doing loads and loads of work. King RD also solid on his Elder Titan, and Tavo also causing so much pain for Infamous. Lone Druid, despite all that farm... okay. That's an unexpected rank, I have to say. But don't judge by the ranks, he played very, very well, to be fair. He caused so many issues for paiN Gaming. But yeah, in the end, the game goes to paiN Gaming. But it's not it. We're continuing on with this series as we'll come to the next game very shortly. Stick around. My name's been Nomadcasts, and Game 2 will be coming up just after a short break.